This past Sunday, my brother, myself, and my 2 adult children attended a vigil for Charlie Kirk in Valparaiso, Indiana. Prior to the event starting, we're standing on the sidewalk, just talking to folks we know and some others that we don't, feeling the strength from everybody there that's there for a purpose of love. A woman comes walking down the sidewalk, blasting double middle fingers, and smirking at everybody she's passing.
Again, these people are demons. And I will tell you, as somebody who's now been to church twice in a row, I'm somewhat an expert on this, they are there to get you to act up. They have nothing good in their life. They have nothing to lose in their life.
Yeah, and that's true. And I have warned that the last thing that conservatives should do is to sink to their level, because once you do that, they'll turn around and say, see, these are the guys who are violent. These are the guys who destroy things. These are the guys who are causing the temperature to go up, but they are the ones who stoked and provoked things.
So they go to these things to try and get good Americans with things to lose them by getting us to engage in crimes, whether it's, physically attacking them, throwing things at them. You have to be better. Each time that you go out in the world, you're going to encounter these demons. They walk among us at rates maybe we haven't seen in a very long time, since the biblical days, perhaps.
Well, that's because of the removal of a God-conscious ethos from politics, from media, from schools, and now we're reaping the harvest of it.
Very, very long time. We have not seen these individuals present themselves so openly. It's even caused me, I don't think it's a good idea, so I'm not I really want to learn more about demons and demonic, possession on this planet. Again, being somewhat of an expert after attending church 2 straight weeks, I don't think it's great. I don't think it would be a good idea for me to try to learn more about that.
Well, read the Bible, read the encounters of Jesus and demonic spirits and how they reacted around him. Read the Acts of the Apostles to read how these demons reacted around Christians in the early days. And also read the writings of Paul, because he tells you as a Christian, you have authority over these demons.
But I'm finding myself wanting to understand it more, wanting to understand how they manifest more, because I think it would help me understand on a biblical level, but also on a personal level, because it's really hard. Have you ever wondered, man, why are people so weird? Why are people so mean? Why are these people like this? And I don't think that there is actually a good normal explanation or example, because how do you understand demons? Normal people can't understand their behavior, can't understand why somebody would be happy and celebrating that somebody who just had a different opinion than them is dead.
I decided to try to not take the bait, and I just look at her and say, God bless you.
Smart.
That was enough for her. She stops and tries to play victim and is telling us that those middle fingers weren't for us.
Oh.
They were for these 2 Mexicans right down there that were just attacking her.
Oh,
my brother says, well, the police are here. Let's go tell them about it. Well, it was a verbal assault.
No such thing.
She says. My brother and all of us can clearly see that this is an agitator.
One of the things that you notice about people who've yielded themselves to left-wing ideology and essentially the devil, okay, is that they lie very easily. Jesus said that Satan is the father of lies. And when you meet people who lie easily and accept lies readily, then you know that they are under the influence of dark forces.
And that was the purpose of what she was doing. So she didn't want to talk to the police, and I asked her, well, are you okay? Did the words hurt you? And, well, she didn't like that one bit. She starts getting in my face. She starts blasting Christians and blasting all of us there. And well, my daughter intervened and asked her to get out of my face.
They react that way because of conviction. And then the spirits that are influencing them react because they don't want the power and the compassion of God to reach them. And so they begin to react that way.
And she approached my daughter. I'm going to show you what happened to this woman.
Anybody want to take any bets on if they're an overweight white woman? It's not fair because I have seen the altercation and it is in fact an overweight white woman, but I just knew it would be ahead of time.
As she laid hands on my daughter and struck her in the face. Check this out.
So here's him. Let's go back to that drawing. The crazy lady has these brand new sneakers on that she clearly doesn't run in. The daughter is closest to us in the bottom of the video.
We didn't have a national religion. Christ is Lord! Christ is Lord!
So the daughter starts yelling, Christ is Lord, based.
Christ is Lord! Christ is...
And it is an overweight white woman, because of course it is.
Lord! Your jaw is shaking. You're terrified! That's fucking...
Walk away and get away from my dad. How
You're
about that?
a big, fat loser.
And you have a big fat mouth, bitch. Keep walking.
Yeah.
Fucking mouth.
You gotta get
All right. Now, I don't recommend that you do this because once you enter into the arena that is designed for people influenced by demons to win, you will lose. You will lose. All right. His daughter shouldn't have called her the B word. His daughter should have, allowed her walk away because now you've entered into their arena. And then I think that opened up that was the opening that spirit needed to make this woman strike his daughter.
fuck out of my face. Now
I
my
just-
cops have to fucking
Whoopsie daisy. Down goes Frazier. More like Glazer.
All right. I didn't really see what
She
happened
just
there.
complete like,
Put your fucking hands on me again, bitch!
yeah. I mean, again,
All right. Now, this is what they want. All right. This is what they want. And I don't recommend getting into altercations like this. I don't recommend confronting people like this. We have to win as civilians in the marketplace of ideas and at the ballot box. We have to vote aggressively. Of course, someone might clip this out and say, he said aggressively. He said aggressively. But we have to vote like the country depends on it. That's the way to win. And we have to pray like our lives depend on it. We're dealing with really dark forces. It's as if there's a spirit of witchcraft all over the airwaves. You hear it when you listen to the news. You hear it when you watch the movies. You see it on social media. And then when you go on the streets, you see it manifesting in people because you know what? Words carry spirits. That's the important thing to learn. Now, I don't recommend what just happened, but let's keep watching.
these people are used. This woman walked up. She put hands on her. She, deserved to, you don't get to invade my personal space. This is how these people, now again, we should never react with violence, but if your safety is threatened, I think, again, the problem is, depending on what city you're in, simply pushing this fat blob away from you after she put hands on you could both end up in prison.
And that's true. And that's the thing. And mainstream media will present the story that a conservative started the altercation. And they will lie to their audience, and the audience will believe yet again another right-wing violent person did something to a peaceful, loving left-wing person. And that's what they're looking for.
That's why I'm so militant about telling people, don't let these people drag you down to their level. They're crabs in a bucket. They have nothing to lose. And you do. This woman falls. Remember the famous story of some guy in Chicago, I may get the details wrong, but some drunk or drug addicted crazy person was causing trouble on a bus, I believe, like a city bus. This guy pushed the guy who was like accosting somebody out of the bus. He fell, hit his head on a curb and died, and he went to prison for it. Like, getting physical should be an absolute last resort. I would rather see, if she pushes you, I'd rather see you mace them. Something that is classified as non-lethal. You know, I just ordered some this week. You know, I've never really carried it before, but you know, these people are demonic and they will try to goad you into ruining your own life.
Walk away, Dad. Come on. She put hands on me, so I knocked her down.
No.
I have it on video.
Selena Robinson Van Cliff was arrested.
Ha!
We were not, as we did not put hands on her other than when she hit my daughter laid her on the ground. What you Democrats need to understand at this point is that we're not playing your games anymore. We're not afraid. We're not going to live in fear. And if you put hands on us, you're going to end up on the ground too.
Okay, so legally, there's precedence for self-defense. There has to be evidence, though. I think so. If you're a lawyer, okay, let me know in the comments section what that entails. But when you have violence being carried out on conservatives routinely, and conservatives continue to turn the other cheek, and then it goes from picketing our conferences to destroying property, to disrupting our events, to attacking us and throwing stones, and then finally shooting. It's very clear that because these behaviors aren't being punished, it's escalating, you know, to even more violent manifestations. What should the government do about it? Well, right now, President Trump is trying to, clamp down on these kinds of behaviors, and the Democrat Party are calling him an authoritarian and a Nazi. The left-wing media is saying that he's attacking free speech because he's trying to stop these kinds of behavior from happening. And when a president's hands are tied that way, like they're trying to force confrontations at street level, and then on the media they get up there and say, "Hey, look, right-wing violence is on the rise," like Hillary Clinton, just said recently.
I don't endorse that message. I understand the inclination and even the legal right to defend yourself.
Yep.
I really do. I do. But just be careful. You'd have probably been better off just macing this blob. She probably likes hot sauce, and then going to the officer and pressing charges. You never know, someone's going to fall over. I mean, yes, it's funny. Like, if we go back to her falling down, it's funny. Like, where is it? Ready?
Big, fat loser.
Wait for
And you
it.
have a big fat mouth, bitch. Keep walking.
Yeah. Watch this.
Fucking mouth.
You better get the fuck out of my face.
No,
like
you
how
got
you
it.
fucking did me. Put your fucking hands on me.
She barely touched her and the lady fell on. Look at this. What is this flap of fat called here? I know we have a chicken wing here, but what is this? It's like a side boob fat. I don't know. I've never seen fat accumulate there. But again, these people are there. This is her daughter, by the way. Much smaller girl. Shout out. Pushed her on the ground. And that's what needs to, I mean, no, it doesn't need to happen, but the violence needs to stop. But the left has been getting away with it with impunity for way too long. And I'm just sick and tired of it. So as far as I'm concerned, that Blob got what she deserved. And I'm glad. Oh, wait, I think there's a picture later of God, I got so much news to cover today. There's her getting arrested. Womp, 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 womp. Wait. Bop, bop, ba, da, 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 da.
Yeah, and more of this has to happen. When you have agitators show up at conservative gatherings, they have to be arrested, because it is very clear. And you can see that, is she putting up the peace sign? And this is the deception. it's a demonic deception where you have people who clearly are out there to cause trouble, and when they're being arrested for causing trouble, they make it look like they are being persecuted. They put out the peace sign, like AOC pretending that she was cuffed when she wasn't. You know, these people are liars, and because they yield to the Prince of Darkness, they basically are putting out that same spirit into the atmosphere. Thanks for watching this long, and if you're still watching, I consider you a super fan. Please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing the video. And please if you can, please consider donating by sending us a super thank. You could also join the family by becoming a member in our membership program using the link in the description of this video and in the pinned chat below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.